What is up, Wild Squad? Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we're going to go over a coin method that can get you about 100,000 coins every single hour. Let's get into it right after a quick word from our sponsor. Boys, if you're looking to add that brand new shiny player to your team in Madden, don't gamble with packs. Hit up Red Zone Coins for cheap, fast, reliable coins to help build your team. Use code WAZ to get 20% off your order. Alright guys, and as we jump into this, don't forget to subscribe with the nutty bell on if you want to build your coin stack up, build the best team that you can in MUT. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about it. So what we're going to be dealing with here is actually the team diamonds under the team affinity tab. So if you go over here, we've talked about this a little bit. This isn't the gap method. We're not just going and trying to complete Barry Sanders, because if y'all didn't know, you can now bypass this 93 overall Barry Sanders, the team diamond, if you're upgrading Barry Sanders with training. So his value is going to drop pretty far because you don't need to actually get this 93 overall to put him into the power up, get all the team chemistries, all that stuff. So completing this is still going to be profitable, but it's not going to be as profitable as it was a few days ago when you couldn't just bypass his card with training. It's like 24,000. It is very expensive, very, very expensive to bypass, but it's still a lot better than actually going and buying the card for 1 million coins. So it's going to drop his price. But what we're going to be looking at is specific team diamond sets that are profitable because of what the market is doing right now and what other cards are available. Now, the ones that I'm talking about are the guys that are now getting new legend cards. As we're getting later in the year, a lot of these guys are going to be getting upgrades, legend upgrades, ultimate legends, all that stuff. One of the best ones right now, well, Mo Lewis got one. He's not really a great one right now. Jermichael Finley, though, is very valuable to do right now because he's probably the best tight end in the game. Very, very good. So one thing that you want to pay attention to when you're looking at these is their overall. He's an 89 overall tight end. The one that we're going to go look at is Rich Gannon, and I actually am almost done completing his set, but we're going to be doing him as well because Rich Gannon obviously just got a legend. He's a Raiders. A lot of people are building Raiders teams, so Rich Gannon's another good one. Troy Vincent's another great one that just got a legend, and a lot of these guys, they are going to be getting legends in the coming weeks, coming days, and everything as we're getting more and more legends into the game. So basically what you're going to be doing is going and completing their set for very, very cheap. So for a Rich Gannon, for example, he's an 87 overall. So obviously if his card was just an 87 that didn't worry about the power up or anything, it wouldn't be very valuable because it's just an 87 overall quarterback. It's not that great. But because you need that 87 overall to go into his power up, people are buying it for a pretty high amount. Let's go ahead and go take a look at the auction house really quick and see how much we can sell Rich Gannon for if we complete his set. Filtering on down here, 86 to 87 for Rich Gannon. We got 98,000 is what you can sell him for. Almost 100,000 coins for an 87 overall card. And by the way, just an off note, the market is up pretty high right now. There's just not a whole lot going on, and the prices are rising. So if you do want to sell off your team before Series 4, which we still don't know when Series 4 is coming, but this is probably going to be the time to do it. We don't know if Series 4 is going to be this Friday, next Friday. I don't know exactly, but you might want to sell off your team. But prices are pretty high across the board, and Rich Gannon, 98,000 is not bad. So the next step is to go over to his team diamond set and see if it's profitable for you to do. And that's pretty easy to do because, you know, when I'm talking about you guys, when you're trying to complete sets, you never want to go, and we're not going to look at Gannon really quick because I have all his cards, but Jimbo Covert, for example, if you're wanting to go and complete Jimbo Covert's set, Allen Robinson is who you need. Now, it could take you a really long time to go and snipe all these cards, which you should. You should be patient and do it. I was not patient for the video just because I wanted to get it done. But Allen Robinson here, you can go and search. You know, I always say not to use the search function right here. You can actually do that right here. If you're looking for a specific card from this search function, then you're going to be fine. Eddie Jackson, there's only 7 of them on the auction house, so you're not going to have any issues finding bad prices just by searching for a specific player. Issues that you're going to run into with this method is when there's only one guy on the block like this, like Robert Quinn. There's only one for 6,000 coins. This guy could have made him 30,000 coins, and that's what you need to complete your set. Are you going to spend that? No, you probably shouldn't. You should hold off. But because he's the only one on the block, you might be desperate, and you can understand why somebody would go and buy that card up. So moving on down here to Rich Gannon, what you're going to want to do is go on down to every card that has a looking glass. You might have some already from doing the gap method, get a player, just random packs or whatever, and that's great because that's going to subtract the total cost that you have to spend on that set. But basically, you're going to go through to each looking glass, look up the card, and see what the price is. Now, for example, I've bought every card except for this last one here. I'm going to add these last two to the set. And what you want to do here is just be patient. Okay, so I'm not going to be patient. Let's see. His price actually, when I started filming this, was 5,000, and somebody just put one up for 1,000 coins. So I saved 4,000 coins off of that. So now that brings my total spending on this set actually down to 67,000 coins. It was going to be 71,000 coins because this guy's card was going for 5,000, but because I waited and just because I was recording the video and I wanted to show y'all exactly, I was able to save 4,000 coins. So when you're doing these sets, what you want to do is just be patient. Go and buy up all the cards that are nice and cheap, 1,000, 2,000 coins, and if there are any that are 7, 8, 9,000, just hold off a little bit. Rich Gannon is going to hold his value for a while until we get another quarterback that's a lot better than him and not just like stupidly expensive. So Rich Gannon is going to be a good quarterback in the game for a while, so you don't necessarily have to rush and do these immediately, okay? There are going to be other people doing these sets and these guys as they watch this video, and understand that there is some profit to be had here, but it is kind of ridiculous that there's just a few sets you can go and do for Team Diamonds and make a pretty darn good profit. So when it's all said and done, and I spent about 67,000 completing this set, I saved 4,000 again, be off of that last card right there, and I'm going to make about 88,000 after I sell back Rich Gannon's card here for 98,000. That's a 21,000 coin profit for not hardly anything at all. And then you do also get his power up and then the token if you're trying to go and complete the Barry Sanders. That's what goes into the Barry Sanders set. That's the only thing that it goes into. Of course, you can quick sell it for 10 coins. I'm not going to do that, but also you do want to account for the power up. I didn't even mention that at all. Some of these power ups go for a decent little bit. Rich Gannon's only goes for a few thousand, but guys, we're profiting about 25,000 coins off of this, and it only took me about 10, maybe 15 minutes to go get all these cards. If you want to be patient and get better prices, obviously it will take you a little bit longer, but it really doesn't take long at all, and it's guaranteed profit. Let's go ahead and go look here. What you want to do when you're putting these guys up, you can hit L1 on this just to go and search for it because you're looking for that one specific card. You're going to find some good prices. So I'm going to put my guy up for about 3,000. I'm going to put him up for 8 hours. Again, when you're putting up a specific card, you can put them up for the 8 hours or so. So the reason people are going to go buy that power up is because they want the Rich Gannon power specifically. So you can do them for about 3,000. I'll do 3,100 or so. I think that's a good price. And then we're probably going to go put his 87 up for about 98. Yeah, we're going to undercut this guy. We're going to do him for about 97 because we got a little more profit than I thought we were going to get by buying that last card for 4,000 cheaper. Let's put him up for about just under 97,000 for 8 hours. So if somebody is going through and they're upgrading Rich Gannon, they just got his power up and everything, and they're ready to go, I'm not going to be a jerk and undercut him by only 100 coins. We're going to do 700, 600 coins, so it's still hardly anything. But if someone's going through and they've got Rich Gannon, they want to have one of the better quarterbacks in the game, they're trying to fill out their Raiders theme team, which is a very popular theme team right now. They're going to be going through, they're going to be upgrading as you do. When they get to that item that they need, they're going to click on that, they're going to search and buy the first one, which right now will be mine. So this might be one that you have to go back and repost your card to the auction house, all that good stuff. But that's why, you guys, you always want to give yourself a little bit of buffer room. Maybe the value of Rich Gannon drops down to 90,000 or so, so I lose about 8,000 or so, but I'm still profiting 17, 16,000 off of it. So you always want to give yourself a little bit of buffer room. Don't do this if you're only going to profit like 4,000 or 5,000 off of it, because if the market fluctuates a little bit, you might lose some of those coins. But guys, the thing you want to keep in mind with this method, with these sets, is you want to go do ones that aren't necessarily super hot. So for example, we were just talking about Troy Vincent, who just got a card. I believe his set as of right now is profitable, but because he is newer and people are still wanting to get him, you can see his first card here is 86 overall, is 20,000, and of course he is an 89 overall, so it's going to cost a little bit more. We don't even have whoever that was, Jason Kelsey, on the block right now to pick up. So just keep in mind, the newer a card is, the more people are still going to, like if we get a legend right now this week, and I actually think we're going to probably getting Phil Lodeholt, would not surprise me at all. So if you want to invest in cards, you can do that as well. But when they just get a brand new upgrade, it's going to be pretty expensive to complete their set. So keep that in mind. But if you're able to time it up, Rich Gannon's been out for a few weeks and is still a very valuable card. I'm not saying he's the only one, but I was just using him as an example. You can make some incredible profit off of these. And if you are a member of the channel, I actually put all of the Team Diamond Masters and their power-ups, the value of all of them. I put them on a spreadsheet yesterday for all my members to see, to go and take advantage before I made this video. So if you do want to become a channel member, see coin methods like that early, just support the channel. Obviously not necessary at all, but that'd be cool if you wanted to. And thank you guys so much for watching, y'all, the MVPs. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one.